Hello and welcome to the TuBarcode product demo. TuBarcode is a Scout incorporated product. It installs into Salesforce.com. If you're interested in printing barcodes or referencing them inside of Salesforce, or creating them basically anywhere, maybe on some of your invoices, maybe on some of your pick lists if you have them, on any document, Visual Force page, or anything of the sort in the PDF type style or anything like that. What you can do, TuBarcode is in itself a Visual Force component. So there isn't an object that comes with the package. There isn't a tab. There isn't all the normal things that you might be used to seeing when you install a package. The package in itself is nothing more than, or in its simplest form, a Visual Force component that you can reference inside of a Visual Force page. To show an example of what it can do, what it does is it builds code 128 barcodes, which have compression and the check digits and the whole bit. That's a very standard, very good barcode. What I'm going to do now, just to show you how it works, I'm going to click on go to all contacts and click go. And you'll see that I built we created a button in here that allows us to just show an example of how it can be used. This is a Visual Force page button called TuBarcode example, and all it does is take us to a Visual Force page that'll create an output for us. I'm going to go ahead and select about 4 of these and click on the TuBarcode example. Let it load here. And what you'll find is that it created a PDF for us, complete with barcodes. And these can be scanned by almost any barcode reader, whether it's a wedge scanner that plugs into a PC or if it's a handheld device that has a scan engine on it, anything of the sort. You can see that we've got our 4 people, and I also put some extra stuff in here, just some static text and my username, just to show you that it can do that it's pretty flexible. It can do some different things. So, how did we make this? Well, if you're familiar with Visual Force, you probably know that there is a tag inside of a Visual Force page called render as. So all we did is we put in the page tag a render as, and I'll show you that right now. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click over to our Visual Force page. I'm going to show you. This is essentially how you can do a develop and pages, and you create a new page, and you can give it a label and some descriptive text. And what we've done here, what we can show you, is the example that comes with the package. You can see here that we've got just a standard Apex page with the standard controller contact, nothing fancy. And you can see here that we've got a record set var, and there's your PDF. And this is what makes it a PDF. If we omitted this tag, it would display as a normal web page. So what is TuBarcode? How did it do that? What you can see in here is we've got an Apex form on the page. Here's the form tag, and here's the end form tag. And then inside of that, you'll see that we've got a repeater and a value that is selected. And so this gets all of our selected items from the page and from that variable. Now all this repeater does is go through and loop through and do everything in between here and here over and over again for each selected item. So this is the key that comes with the package. Essentially, it's just a quick little tag. You'll see that the TuBarcode tag is here, the value, and this is just referencing the name. So when it popped out the name, that's what was actually in the code. This is the value that will be encoded in 128 code 128. So whatever you put in that slot will get encoded. Like down here, we did some static text. So you remember I had that static text or Apex var or my username. first name and last name. And so it's used the same fashion anywhere you want to use it inside of a page. Here we used it in a repeater, and here we used it in some static stuff, some static instances. So essentially what this will do is go through, loop, and generate a code 128 barcode. So this is a very powerful thing in that it can take it can improve efficiencies inside of your place of employment, so that people can just scan things instead of type them. You can create product labels from it. You can create maybe barcoded name tags for some event, so that you can just scan barcodes or scan people in and know who showed up to what things. And the possibilities are endless. Whatever you want to encode, you can do it here. Now, if you want to, if there's interest in developing labels and tags and things of that nature, we have in progress right now. It will be it's due to hit the App Exchange shortly, if it's not already there. It's called TuLabel, and it allows you to take it has pre-configured templates for almost any Avery, or a vast array of Avery labels. So if you want to, if we go back to over here, you can see this output. Essentially, if you want to build labels out on a page and print it out, like say you wanted to create product labels, well, all you'd have to do is go to the store, pick up an Avery label package that has the proper size tags, bring it back and install. Make sure that our TuLabel application, which is again is due to come out shortly, is installed in your org, and the TuBarcode. They work they work harmoniously together, and you'd be able to create labels using that TuLabel right into Avery, and just print. Essentially, it would create a PDF document just like this, and everything would be positioned on the page for the Avery code that you gave it. So that's all I have to show you about TuBarcode, and thank you.